to what if Deku is a foundling. So we last ended off with Midoriya basically just killing a wolf and finding out his stats and what this world is all about. So Midoriya, he just says close stats as he just turns around and walks into a random direction. Midoriya, as he's walking, he he's just minding his own business, just walking. He runs into an occasional wolf, but it was a bit more easier. So after a lot of walking, Midoriya finally comes into a path that splits into two ways. Midoriya walks a bit further. Yeah, he walks a bit further as he looks to his left and just sees a man in armor propped against what appears to be a stone slash rock like object. Midoriya walks over to to try and inspect what had happened and see if there are any more people like him, as Midoriya wants to take their loot. So as Midoriya gets closer, Midoriya he puts his sword down as he walks behind it in an attempt to take off its helmet. As Midoriya touches his helmet with both hands, he is suddenly just gets blurry vision, and he is suddenly inside this suit of armor. So I'm gonna show everyone the suit of armor. So basically this is the suit of armor that Midoriya has come across. So Midoriya suddenly just possesses the suit of armor. Midoriya looks down at his hands and just sees them all of a sudden gloved. That's when Midoriya gets a pop-up saying low level position has taken effect. Midoriya just smiling and just saying that he doesn't need to loot the armor, he just has to touch them. Well, there goes the dogs. Midoriya just stands up with his suit of armor as he walks over to his sword and picks it up once again. I'll switch back to the original picture real quick. So as Midoriya is currently picking up his sword, he suddenly hears a bit of a growling behind him. He turns around and just sees another wolf. This time he sees another pair of what appears to be blue eyes behind the wolf. Midoriya taking note of instead of red, he sees yellow. Midoriya just stands up, saying that I'm glad you showed up. I do have to test this armor I found. So come at me. Suddenly Midoriya just sees the wolves rushing at him as Midoriya once again just pulls back his sword as he just tries to stab them again, but the wolves dodge and slice at Midoriya's gut as Midoriya just hears clanging as he says, I'm happy I found this armor, since that could have been troublesome. As the other wolf comes rushing at Midoriya, it suddenly scratches at his head and merely hears a clanging sound as Midoriya merely just shoulder bashes them and brings his sword up and goes for an overhead slash. As Midoriya does this, he is suddenly hit from behind the back and he just looks behind him, seeing the wolf giving him a silent glare as it once again tries to pounce at Midoriya, but Midoriya luckily dodges and just stabs the wolf in the gut. Midoriya suddenly feels a scratch behind his back as he turns around and just throws the wolf to the side and attempts to hit the other wolf with a side slash. The wolf just dodging and pouncing on Midoriya, taking him to the ground before it will just start to unleash a barrage of scratches and bites, trying to just kill Midoriya. That's when Midoriya gets the notice effect that bleed has been placed on you. Midoriya merely giving a deep sigh as Midoriya just sighs and once again just shoves as the wolf comes down for another bite. He shoves his sword into the wolf's mouth. Him will kicking the wolf in the gut and will pushing it away. Midoriya once again just he goes for an overhead slash as the wolf swiftly dodges to its bite. It just goes for Midoriya's face. Midoriya luckily dodging and just slicing the wolf in its eye. Suddenly Midoriya gets gets a ding as it says that wolf has been cornered, now activating Berserk. Midoriya questioning what this is. When he looks back at the wolf, he sees that one of its blue eyes has started to glow a brighter color. Midoriya immediately just taking note of this as the wolf rushes at Midoriya, and that's when Midoriya takes note of its increased speed, and that's when the wolf will just once again slices at Midoriya, as Midoriya will just gets hit in the chest as he stumbles back a bit. Midoriya taking note of its increased strength. Midoriya wondering if everything else of this wolf has been increased. Midoriya fearing that if the wolves everything else has just been topped off, and that's when Midoriya suddenly gets another ding. Due to the speculations, you have gained the status effect self-doubt. Midoriya merely just getting a tick mark at this, and that's when he suddenly gets a slash to his back. Midoriya merely looking back and seeing the wolf once again looking like a ghost, as it swiftly just jumps back into the darkness as it starts to encircle Midoriya. Midoriya mainly looking at the one bright blue eye looking at him. Suddenly Midoriya gets another ding. The wolf is sizing you up. It is sizing you up. Midoriya was just wondering what this means as the wolf suddenly comes charging at Midoriya. Midoriya looking at it and going in for a shoulder bash as the wolf swiftly just slides underneath his legs as Midoriya just looks back and just sees the wolf going for a pounce. Midoriya immediately as the wolf is just coming in the air towards Midoriya, he makes a swift stabbing motion with his sword, it impaling the wolf. Hold on, I need to swiftly. You know what? Nah. Still gonna say me. I do not know if Midoriya still has a wooden sword, so I'm just gonna say he still has it. So Midoriya just pulls his sword out of the wolf and just takes a knee. As it gains as Midoriya suddenly hears another ding. Midoriya just looking up and seeing the system say, "You have slain a rampaging wolf." So, items gained, wolf pelt and wolf teeth. Midoriya just sighs and says that he should get a lot more rewards, because that wolf was a lot tougher than the other ones he's faced. That's when Midoriya gets another ding, saying, two skills have been accessed, shoulder bash and stab. Midoriya was just wondering what shoulder, and Midoriya gaining a self-note and already knowing what these two skills are. Shoulder bash is just bashing someone with your shoulder, and stab is just basically a stab. It's a normal stab. Midoriya just sighs as he stands up and just walks. As he's walking away, Midoriya gains another ding. Due to reaching level 2, you have gained store. Store is where someone can buy items, and other stuff that they need. Midoriya just smiling at this and says that he needs to check that out later. As Midoriya just closes the notification and walks off. And as he walks back to his original position in the two roads, as he takes the other path, Midoriya hears the crackling of a fire. As he just looks to his right and just sees a bandit camp. What Midoriya noted as a bandit camp. Two men sitting around a fire with what appeared to be a sack on their head, and a white t-shirt, and a white vest, and just leather pants. Midoriya just walking up, as suddenly one of them takes notice of Midoriya as he stands up. The man just suddenly walking up to Midoriya and pulling back what appears to be a club as he swings at Midoriya. Midoriya getting hit in the head, and that's when he gains a notification. Health has gone down by 2. Midoriya just looking at this guy, and just pulling out his wooden sword. Midoriya getting a slight chop at this, and just says that he's gonna need a better weapon. He can't go around fighting people with a wooden sword. Midoriya suddenly rushes at this guy and hits him with the skill Shoulder Bash. Shoulder Bash has been used. A 10-second cooldown has been put on Shoulder Bash. Midoriya activating the skill Stab as he just stabs the guy in the chest. Stab has been used. A 15-second cooldown has been put on the skill. Midoriya just sighing and looking at his health. Midoriya taking note of the 30. Midoriya suddenly just being taken aback at the 30 HP he suddenly got. As Midoriya takes note that his stamina has dropped from, let's just say Midoriya's stamina was 20, as he put some stamina points into it, and stack points into it, as it has suddenly gone down from 20 to 15. Midoriya just sighing and wondering if it's because of the armor. As Midoriya just looks up and sees another guy hitting him with the head. Midoriya suddenly just kicking the guy away from him, as he hit the man in the chest. The man stumbling back before Midoriya goes rushing at him with an overhand slash as he hits the guy on the shoulder. Midoriya getting a slight tick mark as Midoriya pulls out his sword and just once again hits the guy in the neck. So Midoriya getting a notification as it says 2 skills have been given to the player. Kick has been given, and brutal end. Midoriya clicking on brutal end and wondering what it would be, as it says after the player kills an enemy, he has the option to kill them for getting back stamina points and health points. Midoriya was just saying it's gonna come in handy when he truly needs it. As Midoriya once again sees that the skill has no cooldown, and it just says that the skill automatically activates when Midoriya gets a kill. Midoriya taking note, and he started to loot these guys. All Midoriya got was some gold and just a wooden club. As Midoriya threw one of the clubs away, as he just took the other one. Midoriya was suddenly getting an idea and going to find the wooden club. He finds it and says that he can sell this for some extra gold at a merchant or shop, if those exist here. Midoriya stands up and just once again wondering if he can sell these items, and that's when he gains a notification. You can sell any items that proves no use to you or are just useless. Midoriya is just smiling and well, opening saying stats, and says and looking for the sharp button. That's when Midoriya just sighs and says shop. And that's when the shop opens, and that's when Midoriya sees two things. He sees a search button, a buy button, and a sell button. Midoriya clicks on the sell button as he sells the two wooden clubs as he went from 12 gold to 25 gold. Midoriya just once again clicking on the sell button and will just searches up a iron sword. Midoriya finds it, and well, I'm gonna show you what Midoriya finds. As Midoriya sees a wide fire, you know what I'm trying to say. As Midoriya just sees a bunch of swords. Midoriya seeing one that takes his eye, as well it reminds him of something, but he just can't put his finger on what. So Midoriya just sighs and pushes the thought to the back of his head as he clicks on it and sees that it's worth 20 gold. Midoriya buys the weapon and, well, just suddenly gains a notification saying the item that you have bought has been immediately put in your inventory. Midoriya was just smiling, and, well, this is where I'm going to end it off. Goodbye.